Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Persona 4 Golden. In the last episode, we finished off Yukiko's chapter, and technically got baited by Dojima, because we were supposed to go on a family outing with the Dojimas in the last episode, but he ended up calling out at the last second, due to the fact that he had some police work that he had to kind of, well, he was substituting for another person, and he had to kind of like leave us out of nowhere. But we ended up having something good in the end out of it, because Nanako ended up getting to meet the main group, slash the investigation team, although she doesn't know what we do, but she ended up getting to hang out with everyone, so Yosuke, Chie, and even Yukiko got to hang out with Nanako, and we all went to Junes, which was where she wanted to go in the first place. So honestly, it ended up good. I believe now that the fact that the midterms are coming up in the game, once the midterms are over, the next part of the game is going to be starting. So by next episode, we'll definitely be into the next part of the story. So with that, let's do this. You have no plans for today. You decide to go somewhere you don't usually go. First, let's see here. We can go grocery shopping, the district shrine. Honestly, let's see here. Let's go grocery shopping. Might as well. You decided to go to Junes' grocery department. Okay, well, let's go pick up some food for later, I guess. Actually, I think this is the first time we've ever actually been anywhere else in Junes. The only other place we've been to is the roof and the electronics department, so this is the first time we've actually been anywhere else. There's nothing you really need. Buy a snack, might as well. I think I see some Pocky Sticks, actually. You decided to buy tater longs. I've never heard of those, or are those like boxed french fries? That sounds kind of cool, actually. I think I've had something similar to that. But it's more of, what do you call it? They're like small little, like hash browns that you, like, dry out, and then you put salt on them, and then they put them in a box. It's pretty good. It's actually not that bad. I don't know the name of it, though. I don't know if that's actually the same kind of product. I think it's going to be more of like a french fry due to the box that I see on the screen. But those could probably be a different product. I'm thinking those are more like Pocky Sticks is what I see out of the product in front of us. But let's see here. You decide to go to the shrine in the shopping district on the way back. Oh, we're still going to the shrine. Obtain tater longs. Didn't we already obtain them? Okay then. I think we got 2 of them on accident. There's no one on the premises. The dusty shrine doesn't seem to be well maintained. You decide to go home. Okay, well, let's get on out of here then. You sense someone watching you. Oh, hello. It's a fox wearing... Is that like a mini apron? Huh. Hello, buddy. You look battle-worn, I'm gonna be honest. Wonder what's going on with you. He seems friendly, though, I think. A mysterious fox suddenly appears before you. Does it live at the shrine? It must, I would think. The fox is staring at you. You notice an Emma plaque in its mouth. What's an Emma plaque? Well, I guess we'll read it. The mysterious fox nudges the Emma into your hand. It reads, "Please help Grandpa's legs get better. Kaida." Who's Kaida? The Emma has someone's wish written on it. Why did the fox give this to you? No clue, honestly. Upon closer inspection, you notice a unusually shaped leaf stuck on the back of the Emma. You don't recognize this leaf from the local plant life. Is this also the work of the mysterious fox? Must be, honestly. Is this the strange creature that the students were talking about? That would actually be kind of cool, so... that's cool. So there's a little, like, fox running around with, like, special requests? That's kind of cool, I like that. Oh, not every day you see youngins like you around. Nobody lives here anymore. I come by to tidy things up once in a while, but lately my legs are so achy, I just can't do it. I've been trying to get this place up to snuff, but there just isn't enough money to go around. Well, I suppose I'll pay my respects. If my legs don't heal, I can't maintain the shrine. That and I won't be able to visit Kaita anymore. He's my grandson, you know. Oh, the Kaita on the Emma, so... Okay, so... He's gonna maybe give us requests to do. Oh, so that would make... Would that make the fox a social link? Huh, that's kinda cool, if that actually is the case, but I honestly don't know. You wonder if it could be the same Kaidam who wrote the Emma. The Emma said, please help Grandpa's legs get better. What's that you got in your hand there? Could it be that leaf? That's it. Way back when my grandmother always used to say a leaf shaped like that was the best kind of ache remedy out there. Oh, what memories. But how'd you get your hands on this? I didn't think you could find those in the mountains anymore. Please, young man, can I trouble you to spare me that leaf? Honestly, I don't mind. You gave the old man the leaf that was stuck to the back of the Emma. This is it. This is it. Now let's see here. The old man stuck the leaf onto his leg. I can feel it. It's working. Amazing the pain I've been feeling for who knows how long. It just up and vanished. Why, I feel better than I have in years. You really helped me out, young man. I'm so grateful now I can go visit my grandson. I'd better pay thanks to the shrine for bringing us together like this. Honestly, I feel like the fox was the one that actually gathered that leaf. Unless maybe Kaida actually did that, who honestly knows. But cool, you marvel at the amazing results. Not only did it heal his aches, it even restored his vitality. Honestly, that's a pretty cool leaf. The fox looks on from his hiding place with a contented expression. It seems to understand that the wish on the Emma has been granted. Okay then. So he's gonna give us, like, maybe quest or something like that. I still don't know how the quests work in this game, because of the fact that we've gained some of them, and I still haven't yet to be able to actually do them, because I don't know what I'm doing yet with them. Mostly because I haven't sit down to actually do them. But, yeah, I have no clue actually how to do those quests. One is to find an angel statue, and the other one is to find some lady that sits on the roof, and the only person I know of that would be Chie, but I haven't seen anyone else on the roof of the school, so I honestly don't know what's going on with that. But the fox is peering into the offertory box as if to check the contents. It even seems to understand that the shrine has received an offering. Perhaps you were given the Emma with the leaf for that express purpose. I guess so. Seems like it's happy. It seems it has taken a liking to you. Okay, well, nice to meet you, Mr. Fox. Or Mrs. Fox, I honestly don't know. It has a mouthful of the same leaves as the one you gave to the old man. It seems the fox has a large stock of mysterious leaves with healing powers. Okay, so we might be able to get free healing from this guy. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely be checking up on him. The fox is looking up mirthfully. Is there something it wants from you? You cannot help but think how strange of an encounter this is, as you realize a fox is showing you a pile of leaves. You feel a faint bond forming between you and the fox. It actually is a social link. Okay, so what I think is going to happen here is we'll end up doing quests for it, and then we'll be able to get more of those healing leaves. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed with the creating of the personas of the Hermit Arcana. Honestly, I could see him being the Hermit. That would make sense, honestly. But, okay, cool. You have established the Fox social link of the Hermit Arcana. You may earn XP bonuses when fusing personas of the Hermit Arcana. Okay, seems easy enough. Where does it find such amazing leaves? You reflect on how useful it would be to have this kind of help while searching the other side. Yeah, it definitely would help us. Don't know how good these leaves are gonna be, but you know what? We might as well check it. I wonder how the social link's gonna actually work since we can't actually talk to the thing. More than likely it's gonna be like how the old man came, honestly, but honestly, it might just boost up on its own as long as we do whatever it wants. So honestly, it might be that. Does it understand your thoughts? That's... okay then. The fox gestures towards the offertory box. Is it offering its services for a price? Definitely seems that way. It seems the mysterious fox has agreed to aid you in its search. However, it appears that it will require a fee for its cooperation. Okay. You returned the Emma to the shrine and went home. Okay, well, let's get on out of here. Into the evening section of our day, since our daytime section is definitely over. It's getting late. You decided to go home. Yep, let's get on home then. Maybe Dojima will be back by now, I would think. Honestly, I'm not even sure. The prime suspect in yesterday's ATM robbery in the northern Inaba was arrested earlier today. The alleged thief is Pumena Sushin, a 26-year-old former employee of the company which reported the stolen vehicle. According to the police investigation, Pumena Sushin was... Oh, I was kind of hoping to read the end of that, because that was the ATM robbery we heard in the last one. I was actually hoping to actually see the end of that, but I guess not.
I'm home. How many days are you gonna call in sick? These rookies lately sure are.
Oh, so that's who the rookie was. So I brought up, why did he not just tell Adachi to do what, continue on the investigation? So it was Adachi that ended up calling in sick. Okay, so it makes more sense now. But honestly, he could have called in any other policeman, right? Unless only crime scene investigators can work on crime scene cases. I never thought of it like that, though. That's kind of weird. But honestly, I have no clue, because I've never really looked too far into crime scene stuff. I watched a couple shows, but I don't know that much into it. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back, Dojima.
Nanako, I'm sorry I broke my promise again.
My big bro and his friends played with me instead.
Yep, we definitely did.
I see, thanks.
No problem.
Oh, that's a Junis bag. What's in it?
Good eye. Well, today is Children's Day, so I brought you a present.
Ooh, you brought her a present? What'd you get her?
Yay.
What even is that?
Oh, a t-shirt.
Is that a platypus? I actually don't mind that. It actually looks like a kind of cool shirt, honestly.
It took me a while to decide what to get you. You like it?
Oh wow, there's a picture on the front. That's so funny. Yay.
I got one too. Got you one too. Not that you're still a child or anything, but fair's fair.
You got me something. What even is... Ooh, actually that's not bad. It's a swimsuit with an odd design on it. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it.
Don't mention it.
Okay, thanks.
I thought you might need one soon. Well then, let's eat.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. That was cool. Actually, I don't mind the swimsuit, because, what do you call it? Due to the fact that it's getting closer and closer to summer, I don't even know if my character even has one. You spend a pleasant evening with the Dojimas. Okay, into 5-6. Hopefully there's something here, because you never know, honestly. But it seems like we got something, so let's see here. Hey, Yosuke, long time no see, bud.
Yo. Damn it, I just fixed this thing. It's making a squeaking sounds again.
Maybe it's karma, it sure is noisy. Maybe you need a new one. Honestly, yeah, it's probably time for a new bike, so let's say this one. Maybe you need a new one. Yeah, definitely so.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I'm sorry about the other day. You know about what I said to Nanako-chan?
Yeah, it's fine, I guess.
After hanging out with Nanako-chan, I feel even stronger than that we have to solve this case.
Let's see here. Thanks, we'll do our best. I'm counting on you. Honestly, I'm counting on you. Yeah, I'm counting on you, bud.
Same to you. Chie and Yukiko seem different lately. They're a lot closer. Oh yeah, I was just curious about it. Are you, never mind. If we keep chatting, we're gonna be late.
What were you wanting to ask me?
Man, school's such a chore, and now my bike's messed up too. The roads are much wider here than in the city, so I keep speeding. I guess that did it. Oh well. Until I get my motorcycle license, I'll just have to wait.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's gonna be probably a long time for now. I'm gonna be honest there. I'm pretty sure we won't ever see him on a motorcycle in this game, let's be honest.
Look, why do the holidays have to end so fast?
At least they were peaceful. I listened in on the housewives gossiping at Junis, but it doesn't seem like anything happened. And I haven't heard anything about someone disappearing lately, so either You think Yukiko could have been the last of the victims?
I'm gonna say no. She's probably the last one. I doubt this is over. Yeah, I really doubt it. It would make no sense if she was the last one.
I don't know either. But we shouldn't relax as long as the culprit remains at large.
I wonder, will someone show up on TV again if it rains? We only knew a little more about who the killer might be.
We have no alibis, and we don't know anybody that could be the killer at the moment.
It's no good fretting over it now. If someone does show up on the Midnight Channel, then we'll deal with it. It's supposed to start raining soon, but I hope this weather holds through the next week. Midterms.
You had to go and bring that up. I don't want to talk about it.
Yep, we got midterms coming up right around the corner. I actually have the day it comes up. It's actually going to be on the 5-9. Yeah, 5-9's the start of the midterms, and then we'll have a couple days skipped, because I had to write that down just in case. So, honestly, yeah, we got a little bit of days left. But, yeah, once 5-9 goes, we're going to be losing a bunch of days, just because all that is just schoolwork stuff. But honestly, who knows how we'll do on that.
I wish I had Yukiko's gift for studying.
Yukiko's gift?
Hey Yosuke, why don't you have Yukiko go over some of the material with you?
Huh? Oh, that's right. Yukiko's ranked on the top of every exam. Maybe I should ask her for some private lessons.
Private lessons?
Huh? What's wrong?
Oof. I think she took it the wrong way, bud. I honestly thought you meant in a different way as well, but I honestly didn't think she meant you. She thought you meant it that way. I thought he meant it in like the normal way, but Yukiko did not take it the normal way.
Ow, what's that for? I'm just asking you to help me study.
I'm sorry. You were talking about studying. I thought it might have been an off-color joke. Our inn has some strange visitors lately.
If you thought it was a joke, then just shrug it off.
Sorry, my hand moved without thinking.
Jeez. Thanks a lot, Chie, for bringing up the whole studying thing.
He's never gonna ask for help on studying ever again because of you, Chie, and to be honest.
What did I do? You're the one who made it sound creepy and wrong. Private lessons, huh?
What? Then it's mostly my fault.
I guess, honestly, I'm not even sure whose fault it is at that point. I think they're both at the wrong. She shouldn't have asked Yosuke, knowing that he was gonna say something stupid more than likely.
I should start heading home.
Well, see you later, Yukiko. I guess we'll see you in the next day. Honestly, because I have no clue when we'll see her again. We still don't even have the social link for her, because we haven't been able to spark a conversation with her. So honestly, I don't know when we're gonna actually get the social rank for Yukiko. Hopefully it's soon, at least, because I would like to have that just in case. Because let's say that we get to a point where we're inside the next dungeon and we don't have a social link, so we're missing a little bit of an extra advantage we could have had. Hopefully we do get a social link for her, because then she'll at least be able to pick people up from the ground, going with how Chie and Yosuke had that same one for their first one. So hopefully we'll get Yukiko soon for purposes for the dungeon. Hopefully, but I honestly don't know when we would even get hers. Classes have ended for the day. You have no choice but to wait for another rainy night. You recall taking your part-time job at the daycare center. You can get there from the bus stop at the shopping district. Honestly, we don't need to go there, so let's see here. We can go with a couple people here. Honestly, I don't know which one I'm gonna go with, so I'm gonna read off my list because I actually have which ones I want to work on. So let's see here. So today is 5-6, so we're gonna be hanging out with Chie then. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, I have the next couple days set up just in case for if I have anything that I need to make sure to look at. So just in case, so I have like the next couple days, so I know if I need to skip certain portions and stuff like that. We were talking about that in the last one, but I'm only looking like a couple days in advance just in case. But other than that, I don't know what's going on for the next ones after that. But let's see here.
Yo, Spooks-kun, what you doing?
It seems Chie isn't busy. Since you have the slime persona, each area arcana, you can become closer than you would normally. Okay, and it seems like our bond's gonna become closer soon. Will you spend the afternoon with Chie? Honestly, yes.
Then come with me.
Chie looks happy. And this is gonna be our first social link with her since we originally unlocked her, so that's actually good. Samagawa Riverbank. Isn't this the place right next to the floodplains when you're going to the school? I think it is, actually, over by the fishing area. Well, I can't fish yet, and I don't know how, but apparently if you get a fishing rod, you can fish in this game. So, honestly, I would like to do that at some point, but honestly, I don't even know how to get that.
This looks like a good spot.
Almost said sport.
For training.
For what kind of training?
I need to hone my kicking skills or I won't be able to use them in battle. I tried practicing at home, but my mom and dad yelled at me for putting a hole in the shoji.
What the heck's a shoji? Wait, is that one of those paper doors that you close in houses that are in like Eastern Asia and stuff like that? I actually don't even know, because I actually didn't even know the name of those doors. I didn't even think they had a name. I thought they were just called paper doors. But okay, I guess I might be right though, if that's the case.
Still, now's the time to train, right?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
You think so too?
Chie looks really happy.
So let's train together.
Okay, let's train.
No?
I'm cool with it, I guess so. I'm cool with it. Yeah, let's definitely train.
Yes, yeah, thanks, Spooks-kun.
Chie looks really happy. Well, we already said yes to it, but I'm surprised we had to say yes again.
That thing, from that time, the shadow that came out of me. I feel pathetic knowing that's another me. Makes me feel like I'm gonna have to work a lot harder.
Honestly, makes sense.
Alright, let's do it. Between you and me, we'll be unstoppable.
Think this marks the beginning of your training with Chie. You feel like your relationship with Chie has grown stronger by even a bit deeper. Okay. And into rank 2. So last time when we got rank 2 for Yosuke, we ended up getting a new skill. I wonder if it's going to be the same case for her. Because then we can rank that down as being a normal thing. So once we get Yukiko, we know we're going to get a skill on rank 2. So let's see. Chie Sanaka's social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Chariot Arcana has grown as well. Chie's growth of heart has affected her persona as well. Okay, so it is. So it's going to be something that we need to be knowing about. So we'll always get a special skill on level 2. Cool. I honestly like that. And I think Rebellion is a crit up for everyone on field, including enemies, if I'm right. I think that's what Rebellion is. But I could be wrong. I don't remember it specifically.
Let's start today with frog leaps. Come on, you try some.
Let's do some leapfrog. You trained with Chie for a while and walked partway home with her. And into the evening section. Let's see, anything around for us to do?
So you're home.
Oh, hey Dojima. What do you want to talk about?
Hey Spooks. How are things? You should be used to life here by now.
We can talk to him. Talk to Dojima. Yeah, let's do it.
You're bored? Well, have a seat.
Okay, let's hang out with Dojima for a bit. See if we can maybe, talk to him for a little bit and maybe understand him a little bit more.
We haven't had time to talk like this since you got here, huh?
Dojima is desperately casting about for a topic to discuss.
Well, how's school?
It's fun. Yeah, school's pretty fun.
I see. That's good to hear. Your school days will be over before you know it. Make sure you have fun while you can.
Dojima is nodding to himself.
What else? Oh yeah, how about your friends? Looks like you made plenty of them.
Dojima is scowling. Is that a bad thing?
I'm not saying who you can and can't hang out with, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so. I think he doesn't want us hanging out with the wrong crowd, I think, is what he's trying to say. So don't hang out with, bad people, basically, is what he's saying. So, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I understand.
So you did notice.
Dojima is nodding.
For some reason, wherever there's an incident, there you are. Wish I didn't have to consider this, but the killings began around the time you came to town.
Wait, he thinks we did it?
My job is all about eliminating the random elements. I look only at the facts. If you keep getting caught up in my job, then
Wait, you really think I'm the one doing it? There's literally no way I could have done that, because it was on my first day at school, and I was literally at school at that time. There's literally no way we could have done it.
What's wrong? Big Bro didn't do anything bad.
Yeah, we didn't do anything, and there's literally no way we could have done anything.
I know, I didn't mean it like that.
And honestly, it sounded like it.
But you're bullying him.
I'm not bullying him. We were just having a little talk. It's getting late. Go to sleep.
Okay.
See you later, Nanako. Thanks for the help, though.
Sheesh. She's really taking a shine to you.
Yeah, she is.
Look, just don't get yourself involved in anything dangerous. As long as you're safe, everything's fine. Your parents didn't ask me to raise your grades or anything.
Okay. It seems Dojima is genuinely worried about you. Oh, that's what he's meaning. He doesn't want us getting killed. Because we can definitely become killed if we aren't careful. Wait, I think I just noticed something. I was looking at the box in the middle, the pizza box, and I just noticed that it's, the name on it. The name on it is actually Marie's name. That's actually kind of funny and out of nowhere for me to notice. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. I don't know if that's like on purpose, like an actual Easter egg or something like that, but that's actually kind of funny that I noticed that out of everything that on the screen at the moment. You feel a faint bond forming between you and Dojima. Oh, we're getting a social link now. I was kind of thinking that was going to be the case, but I wasn't actually too sure. But cool. There we go, we finally got Dojima's unlocked. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Hierophant Arcana. Oh, cool. I'll definitely take that. I believe the Hierophant has some pretty good and strong personas to actually unlock, so that's actually a really good Arcana to get. You have established the Ryotaro Dojima social link of the Hierophant Arcana. You may earn an EXP bonus when fusing personas of the Hierophant Arcana. Cool, I'll take it. And we'll definitely be maxing out his first, I think, due to the fact that the community mod adds his little coffee cup, and once you get rank 10 on him, you unlock the ability to drink the coffee to get more time out of your day, basically. So I definitely should make sure to rank him up first, or at least make an effort to rank him up as quick as possible. And it seems like his is going to be during the night times, so he's going to be one of the easier ones to actually get. So as long as we talk to him, we'll be able to rank him up. So we'll definitely be talking to him as much as possible.
Things here might be a little different from what you're used to, but this is a good town.
It seems like it.
Though it's a little dangerous right at the moment.
True.
Now then, it's about time for you to turn in and get some sleep. Night.
Night. See you later, Dojima. You said goodnight to Dojima and went to your room. Okay, into the afternoon school day 457. And it looks like we got something going on. The early morning part of the day was basically just school stuff, so there was nothing to really keep, so that's why there was a random cut there, if you guys were wondering. You hear thunder rumbling. Well, we're definitely have to be checking out the Midnight Channel sometime soon, but I did end up figuring out that, like I said, we were going to check in on 5-7 for the Midnight Channel earlier in the last episode. Well, the game is actually going to tell you when you can check the Midnight Channel, so I can't check it early. Unless, if we're already in an investigation, then we can check it and then see if someone's on there. But we can't actually do that for anything else. So, we can't actually open the Midnight Channel chapter for the next chapter, basically, is what I'm saying. So, basically, the game's going to let us know when we can do it, so we don't need to go to the Midnight Channel tonight, is what I'm trying to say. So, because I brought that up in the last one, because I wasn't sure how that worked, but now I know it, so thankfully we don't have to worry about actually making sure we check the Midnight Channel. The game's gonna do it for us. So, thankfully we don't need to worry about that. But let's see here.
Hey, Chie, I bought you a new copy of that Trial of the Dragon flick. It was, the Greatest Punches version for 980 yen. If I knew then, I'd have just replaced it instead of buying you grilled steak.
This is clearly getting closer.
Huh? What are you, scared of a little lightning?
Quiet, you. I'd be a goner if even one of those things hit me.
True, honestly. Lightning is scary. although I've seen somebody get struck by lightning like 3 times in a row, I think, on a random video on YouTube that popped up. I was watching a stream, and they were watching just random clips on the internet. I think it was XQC, if I remember correctly. But yeah, he was watching clips, and this guy got hit by lightning like 3 times, lived, and walked away. Like nothing ever happened. So technically you can, as long as you're grounded to something. He was walking on a street, so I think maybe the street kind of grounded out the electrical shock, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I honestly don't know what happened there, but it was a very, very scary situation, though. If I was in that situation, I'd be probably, I'm just gonna say this now, I'm probably gonna need a new pair of pants if that ever happened to me, to be honest. That actually sounds terrifying to get hit by lightning. So I honestly see why Chie would be scared of that. Honestly, I'm not scared of lightning inside the house or inside a building, but I would be scared if I was walking around outside, though.
You're freaking out way too much. Come on, shouldn't weather like this help with your kung fu training? A bolt of lightning would hit and it'd give you the inspiration for a new move. There was a scene like that in your DVD, wasn't there?
Wait, was there?
You jerk. You don't even care how I feel. If lightning has to strike someone, let it be this guy.
Me? Why me? Why do I gotta get hit by lightning? That's rude.
Huh? Is this a blackout?
That's what you get for saying that stuff, Chie.
Oh, she was talking about him. Okay, I was about to say, I better not get hit by lightning.
Looks like I better hurry up and head to work. Depending on how produce sells today, I might get a little bonus in my pay for the week. This weather may keep customers away, but I gotta do my best if I'm gonna save up for a motorcycle.
True. Motorcycles are pretty expensive. They're less expensive than cars, though, so honestly, it's better for him to get a motorcycle than actually paying outright for a car. I was actually, talking about cars. The one that I want to actually get, which I've been saving up for, with, like, all the money that I can get, I've been actually saving up for a Tesla, because I would rather have a self-driving car than actually having a car that I can drive. So, yeah, I would definitely like that over having a normal car, because I'm actually terrified of the road, to be completely honest. So, honestly, I'm not even looking forward to getting my full license. I have the driver's license. I've taken the driver's license test. I just don't have the actual sit down in the car and drive somebody in the passenger seat part of the test finished. I need to do that one of these days, and I've been scared to do it because of COVID, and also I've been scared because they put you on the, They put you on the main highway in the test that they have around my area, and you're literally driving on the highway with all these crazy drivers around you the entire time. So yeah, it's terrifying. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm actually scared out of my mind whenever I have to take that, because I've been behind the wheel before. When I was training to learn how to drive a car, my mom took me to, to one of the parks nearby, and I was driving around, and on the first day of ever doing that, the literal first problem I ran into was a guy that was literally right on the bumper of my mom's car while I was at the wheel trying to learn how to even turn the car. I didn't even know how to turn a car yet. And this guy was literally on my behind, basically. It was actually one of the scariest things I've ever been in, because my mom was freaking out as well. Although it wasn't actually scary, it was just more of like, I didn't know what to do. And it was like, such a different experience for me that it was like completely like eye-opening in a way. So yeah, I definitely don't like driving, I'm gonna be honest. But I do need to eventually learn how to, when I get the chance. So honestly, I wouldn't mind to be able to actually start driving one of these days, though, once I actually, like, overcome my fear of it and everything. So, honestly, Yosuke, I'm surprised you're kind of, like, really, really wanting to get into it. I guess he's never been behind the wheel before. So, honestly, I guess I'll find out soon.
It's from my manager.
Your manager?
Hello?
Yosuke-kun, some of the power in the store is out after the lightning strike. Could you come in early today? All the refrigerating shelves have stopped running. It looks like we'll have to close up the produce section early today.
What? Wait, what? But my pay?
Anyway, I need you to come here and help, deal with the mess. I'm counting on you. Goodbye. Who's that? Must be his manager then? But I thought his family owned Junes. Okay then.
What are you looking at me for?
I'm surprised he has actually worked really hard to get a motorcycle with his parents actually, like, owning the whole business. It's actually kind of weird. I'm surprised they don't help him at least, like, halfway with that. Because usually when you own a business, you have quite a bit of money. So that is really weird, and this is like an up-and-coming business. This is like something that's not from this area that got transferred to this area because of how big it got. So they definitely are probably rich. So that's really weird. Then they're making him pay full out for the motorcycle with no help. That is really weird. Wonder why that is.
Why did this have to happen to me?
Honestly, no clue. But it's probably karma for picking on Chie, though, to be honest.
Hey, Yukiko, can we just go home? Chie, do you know the story? The girl forgot her homework, so she snuck into school in the middle of the night. But she suddenly needed to use the bathroom. She ventured into the girls' room, where all the lights were off. No one should have been there but in the mirror.
Oh god, not that story, please. Why'd you have to bring up that story of all stories?
Hold it right there. What are you talking about? Huh? It's a ghost story. I thought you liked them. Yeah, but why tell it now?
Yeah, this is like a weird time to bring that up. Chie's on the verge of tears. What should you do? Let's comfort her. Yeah, she's not having a good time, so let's help her out a little bit.
Thanks. I'm glad you're here.
No problem, Chie.
Why don't you have him escort you back home, Chie?
Are you making fun of me?
Oh, well, yeah, with how you freaked out you are. Can you blame me?
Oh, well, there's the power. Well, it looks like, Yosuke might not have to work with power anymore. Or at least go there early and not get any kind of money for his job. So it looks like he'll be perfectly fine when he gets there.
Oh, the power's back. Come on, Yukiko, let's go home.
Well, see you later, Chie and Yukiko. And I'm guessing we're going to be saying goodbye to Yosuke, too. Chie and Yukiko leave in a hurry. And classes have ended for the day. You have no choice but to wait for another rainy night. It looks like we can spend some time with somebody, and it looks like the fox. Okay, let's go see how the fox is doing. It's not going to be a rank up, but we can at least check on him. This is the shrine's main building. What will you do? Let's accept a Emma request. Yeah, let's see what he's got for us. You made sure there was no one around and called for the fox. Okay, let's see what the fox is up to. He really likes sitting up on top of the shrine, doesn't he? The fox brought you an Emma with a wish written on it. This Emma is written in rounded characters. It's probably a young girl's handwriting. I want things to go well with the person I like. It seems the fox wants you to fulfill the wish written on the Emma on its behalf. Could it be thinking that if wishes are fulfilled, then more money will be put into the offertory box? Well, it would make sense. If you fulfill the wish on the Emma, your relationship with the fox may grow stronger. Accept the request. Sure, yeah, let's definitely take it. Accepted quest number 7. I wish for love. Okay, the fox seems happy. Yeah, he does. Well, cool, I'll take it. So let's see here. So it's going to be in our quest section then. An Emma requests from the shrine. A girl wishes to have things go well with the boy she likes. You're reminded of the dilemmas you hear about at school. Well, I think there's one person I have an idea of who that could be. Because maybe you can see him early. Because, there was one girl over by the library that I accidentally talked to in between episodes. And she was talking about a boy that was in the library that she liked. And maybe it's that girl, but honestly I have no clue. I guess we can talk to them. I think they're this way. Nope, they're this way. We also got a request over here. We might as well grab this while we're here. Let's hear. What do you want, buddy? Excuse me. Do you have a moment? I must speak to you on behalf of a mysterious association. Or, if you would prefer, the occult club. Surely a student of your taste can appreciate the dark arts. Sure. I knew it. Just as if foretold. Haha, perhaps you'd like your reading of your own. No, I'm getting carried away. Anyway, I was just about to get to the point of our little chat, wasn't I? You see, I would like a really, really dark ornament from our club's room. That would be ideal, yes? After all, a lasting first impression is key. 80% of our choices are dictated by that alone. So you must journey to an old castle where you will seek out the most evil-looking demon statue you can. It should be obvious, but you'll have a better luck finding one if you look for a magician of sorts. A magician? I think that would satisfy our needs splendidly. So, what do you think? You were capable of finding this, right? Naturally, you can expect a reward from us. Let's see. I have numerous things one might use to restore one's health. Catch my drift. I think I can find it. Yeah, we can try. Oh, yes. Then all of this is higher, Then all is as the higher being has foretold. Thank you very much. You shall be rewarded handsomely. Accepted. Quest number 5. Acquire a demon statue. Okay. So maybe if we can find the demon statue in the castle, we might be able to find the angel statue in the same place. Okay. Cool. I'll take it. So this is the girl that I was talking about, though. Good afternoon. Tests are coming up, you know. Are you going to study? Yeah, I'll study. Me too. I go to the library every day, you know. The senpai I admire so much is always there. In there I can look all I want. But I hope I'll be okay for the test if I get a bad score. Senpai will be disgusted. It's easier to study when it rains, so I always want to try my best on those days. Well, it's literally lightning outside, so this would literally be the best time for you to do so. And it looks like we have nowhere else for us to go, so with that, I'll be right back once we actually have something else going on. So, BRB, boys and girls. Okay, into the evening section. And also, I went into the library to see if the, the senpai the girl was talking about would be able to pop up on the screen or something. But nothing popped up in the library, so yeah, there was no reason to keep whatever we did. So, honestly, at least we got 2 more knowledge points, since you get an extra knowledge point for going there during a rainy day. And it looks like Nanako is welcoming us home.
Welcome home. It stopped raining, but the thunder was loud. Were you scared, big bro?
Oh, you actually have a dialogue box. Let's check her out.
Yeah.
Nanako looks as if she's not doing anything. Since you have the angel, a persona of the Justice Arcana, you two might get along well. You feel like your relationship with Nanako is going to become closer soon. Will you spend the evening with Nanako? Sure. Yeah, let's hang out with her.
Okay, yay.
Nanako looks happy. Oh, cool. Well, there you go. And it looks like we might have actually gotten a social link upgrade for her.
Big bro.
What is it? What you need, Nanako? Nanako is fidgeting. Go ahead and ask. Yeah, let's ask her what's wrong.
Okay, well...
Nanako looks relieved.
Are you an only child?
That's actually right. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm technically an only child. By blood, technically when it comes to family, I'm technically an only child, but I have half siblings. So half of them are related to me, and half aren't, basically is what I'm trying to say. So my dad is the one half that I'm related to them by, but when it comes to the mother, I'm not actually related to them. And it's, with all my siblings. So, technically, when it comes to, like, my mother, technically, I am an only child, because, well, I've always been an only child, I always go home by myself, I'm the only kid in the family when it comes to where I live. So, technically, I have been raised as an only child, so, technically, yes.
So you're just like me. Oh, but I have you now, so...
Nanako is smiling cheerfully.
A while ago, Daddy told me that our family won't get any bigger, but now I have a big brother.
And technically, now I have a little sister, but I already have one of those in a way. So Nanako beams at you with a smile that covers her entire face. Through that smile, you feel your relationship has grown deeper. And there we go, rank 2 for Nanako. Still don't know if we get anything for actually ranking these characters up, though. The only one I know for sure is Dojima, because of the fact that Community Mod gives you that. But other than that, I'm not sure. Nanako Dojima's social link has reached level 2. Your power for these to create personas with Justice Arcana has grown as well. And that makes it so we can actually make some better Justice Arcana stuff. I don't remember there being many good ones for Justice, but I'm not sure though.
Let's talk, big bro. I want to hear about your school.
Nanako has begged you to talk to her. you decided to talk about various things. I was actually kind of interested to see what we would talk to her about, but I guess not. It has gotten late, so you put Nanako to bed and went to your room. And into the next day, 5/8. Okay, well, let's see what's going on 5/8. I know we're getting closer and closer to the midterms, because midterms start on 5/9. Today's a Sunday, so you don't have to go to school. You wonder when it will rain again, rain at night again. Your first term midterms start tomorrow. What should you do today? Honestly, no clue. Maybe we'll get a call, because usually on Sundays we seem to get calls from people and we get, like, extra activities to do.
Oh, hello, it's me, Chie. Would you mind hanging out with me for a while today? I need to get my mind off studying for a bit.
Sure. Yeah, let's hang out with Chie.
Great. See you soon.
You decided to hang out with Chie today. Cool. Okay, let's definitely hang out with her. Last time we went out on a Sunday, we got in actually, like, a big conversation, so let's see what we do today. Same place as before, where we did our training. Samagawa River. You decided to train with Chie. I wonder if... Actually, this might be the third social link, then.
Alright, today's the day.
Chie is enthusiastic today as well. I wonder if this actually gave us the next rank just by saying yes to this, because this actually would make sense. Hey, Nanako, what you doing here?
Oh, Nanako-chan. What are you doing? Training, of course. Training? Who are you fighting, Chie? Myself, I guess. Just kidding. How cool. You think? Oh, a grasshopper.
Okay, honestly, I'm surprised. That was a random conversation, just bringing up a random grasshopper jumping around. Honestly, those things are terrifying. I have those around my area. They're actually completely scary, in my opinion. Because, if you live in an area where they are located, you're more than likely going to find, like, multiple of them. And they're, like, this size. They're, like, this big. And they're scary as heck. I do not like bugs. I like certain bugs, like spiders, but only, like, the ones that you could see that aren't, like, the little spindly guys, but the more, like, thick-legged spiders, like tarantulas and stuff. That's the kind of bugs I like. But anything small and spindly, or big and scary-looking, like a grasshopper, or just basically a giant cat, honestly, it kind of reminds me of a cockroach, in my opinion. I hate cockroaches, and that's what grasshoppers remind me of. So that's the reason why I don't like grasshoppers as well. I wonder if there's anyone else that feels that way like me, because I honestly feel grasshoppers are really weird and when it comes to bugs, and I do not like them whatsoever. Very terrifying bugs, to be honest.
No way, where?
Right behind you, and now it's on your jacket.
It landed on your back?
And it looks like she's scared of them.
Get it off me.
Okay, I'll try to get it off you. Nanako took the grasshopper off Chie's back. Oh, Nanako got it for me, thanks. I did not want to touch that thing, to be honest.
You don't like grasshoppers?
Me neither, honestly.
I'm no good with anything with thin, jointy legs, or anything creepy or squirmy.
Oh, hey, look at that, she has the same feeling I do.
Now I can't get them out of my mind. I can't stand those things. But they're cute.
No, they're not. They're terrifying.
You're like Yukiko.
Yukiko likes grasshoppers too?
Oh, see, cause Yukiko's fine around bugs. But me, I totally lose it. Kinda funny, huh?
It's cute, it's very feminine, or it's hilarious. The last option is funny. Let's go with cute. It's cute. You don't have enough courage. Oh, okay, we can't bring that one up then. I guess we're going feminine then. So, it's very feminine. Yeah, let's go with that one.
That's not true. It's not.
Somehow Chie looks happy.
A lot of bugs in my class, or a lot of kids in my class don't like bugs. It's not just you, don't worry. Nanako-chan, oh, you don't know how happy that makes me. Thanks. Come on, you want to train too? Okay. Let's start with form. I'll teach you a kana.
What's a kana? Chie and Nanako began training. It seemed like fun. You sent Nanako home before it got dark. How are you doing, Chie?
I'm gonna go get over my fear of bugs. I don't want to look like a sissy next to Nanako-chan. All I have to do is think of them as shadows. Then I'll be able to grab a whole fistful.
Honestly, you don't need to grab a fistful, to be honest.
I just gave myself goosebumps. Getting used to bugs might take a while, but I won't lose the shadows.
You felt Chie's burning passion. You feel your relationship with Chie has grown yet deeper. Oh, so it ended up giving us a... Okay, cool. So that was cool. Last time we did one of these, we actually didn't get a rank up, so we actually got a rank up from this. Chie and Satonaka rank 3 for Chariots. Wonder if what we get for this. Chie Satonaka's social link has reached level 3. Your power to create personas with Chariot Arcana has grown as well. Chie's determination in battle has been enhanced. Chie can now perform a follow-up attack during battle. Perfect. When you knock down an enemy in battle, your ally will sometimes follow up. That's really good. So if we knock something down with like an elemental or a physical attack, either by critting, maybe they're weak to physical attacks, or we knock them down with the elemental of some sorts, we'll actually be able to use the follow-up attack to get another attack in before she ends up attacking. That's really good. I actually really like that. That's actually really good for us. After finishing your training, you walked partway home with Chie. And there we go, into the evening section. No clue. Oh, we actually do have something. Hey, Nanako. Long time no see. We literally just saw you. Nanako seems to be lost in thoughts. Wait for her to speak up or ask what's wrong. What's wrong, Nanako? You asked her what's wrong. What you gonna say?
Well...
Nanako fidgets. What's going on?
I made flowers at school yesterday. They said today's Mother's Day. My teacher told us that a day when you give your mom flowers.
Oh, that's sad. That's actually really depressing, because we already know what happened to her mom. That actually sucks.
I don't have a mom, so I don't know what to do with these flowers.
Nanako seems upset. You can give them to her at her grave, which would make sense. Let's give them to your dad. She's had a problem with her dad recently. Or we could say give them to me. You know what? Since we have been her friends, she might feel like this might be the best option to say. Because she's not having the best relationship with her dad at the moment. So, give them to me. Since she might actually enjoy that. Since we're like her big brother now.
Huh? To you, big bro?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give them to me. I'll take care of them, I guess.
Okay, I'll give you the flowers. My teacher said flowers are a way of showing thanks, so,
What is it?
I'm gonna show thanks that you came here, big bro.
Nanako is smiling shyly.
You should make flowers too, big bro. Then we can celebrate Mother's Day together.
Oh, that's kinda cute. Well, yeah, I can help you out with the flowers. Maybe we can make some for Dojima as well. Make it a whole family thing. Nanako taught you how to make an origami flower. Honestly, that actually sounds pretty cool. I actually like origami. I know how to do napkin folding, but I don't know how to actually do any kind of origami, though. Napkin folding's pretty cool, by the way. If you really have the idea to try anything, I honestly recommend that, because you can make some pretty cool stuff, like roses, you can make swan boats and stuff like that. There's some pretty cool stuff you can make with napkins. Usually, I recommend you use the big ones, like the ones you see at restaurants. So, like a black, I think actually, I'm not even sure what kind of colors they come in. I've only seen the black and the white, table napkins at restaurants. So either a black or a white table napkin, the big ones that they wrap your utensils in. And then, you can actually, kind of, mess around with it and make your own, whatever you want to make out of it, as long as you know how to make it. There's some pretty cool stuff you can learn. I definitely recommend it, because I've done a little bit of that when I was, in culinary school. But honestly, it's pretty cool. I honestly want to learn how to do origami, but I have no clue how to do it. I guess I could sit down and do it, it's just I never had the chance to really sit down and look at it, because I've always been busy with school or doing something else. So, let's see here, let's continue.
We did it.
Yeah, we did. Cool. You gave the finished flower to Nanako. It's getting late, so you put Nanako to bed and head back to your room. Okay, into 5-9. Let's see what we got. So this is going to be the first day of the of our midterms. Your first term midterms begin today and continue through Thursday. You should hurry to school. Yeah, we should. And I think there might be something at the very beginning of this, and then for the actual midterm stuff we'll actually skip, just in case if there's any kind of conversation, which it looks like there is.
Morning.
Hey, Ichi, long time no see.
Exams are finally starting today. Real life's harsh.
Have you studied for them, or learned to pick your battles? Have you studied for them? Yeah, have you?
Can't you tell? Do I look like I'm ready? But even once exams are over, we're not done with the case. All this depressing stuff's just gonna keep going on and on and on.
True, honestly. But we'll be able to hopefully figure it out soon. So with that, I'll be right back once the midterms are all over, because it's gonna be spamming days due to how I know how this works. So I'll be right back once midterms are all over, so BRB, boys and girls. Okay, and the midterms are all over. 5:12 after school. Perfect. And we answered all the questions correctly, if you guys are wondering. That's the reason why there's no reason for me to keep it in, because, well, there really isn't much to actually get out of that other than just getting knowledge points, so really there was no reason to keep any of the midterm/school portions of the day, because I really don't feel like, the daily, social stats really matter when it comes to actually recording it. And also, it's just filler, basically, so that's the reason why I skipped past those portions. But we did perfectly on our test, although we aren't the highest in knowledge rank yet, so we can't actually get anything out of it. I think we do get some social stats for getting the answers right, but the thing is you can't get top of the list until you're actually max rank. I know that for sure. So I'm pretty sure, due to the fact that we know Yukiko's always on top, she's definitely going to be on the top of the list. And then we'll be somewhere probably, I'm going to say in the middle, for sure, since we are at rank 2 for knowledge. I believe it's competent, I think it is what it's called. I'm not entirely for sure what it was called, though. I think it's either informed or competence. It's one of those. But let's continue.
It's finally over. Woo, what a load off. I bet every student feels like this after exams are over.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure yes.
Hey, quiet down. So what did you write for number 7? The one about that referred to in the sentence. I put a sorrowful expression. Oh crap, then I got it wrong. I put rice cakes on top of the table.
Huh? Well, that's a random answer.
Rice cakes? What was that what the story was about?
No, not at all, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, I'm giving up on composition. I'm gonna bet it all on geography. What did you choose for the tallest mountain in the solar system?
And since we actually have the answers for this, I actually know what this is. It's actually Olympus Mons, which is the one on Jupiter, if I'm remembering correctly. There's one in Mars, and then you have the one in Jupiter, which is the biggest mountain in the universe, based on what we know so far.
Oh, seriously? I choose the wrong one, then. Oh, I put that one, too.
And it's for sure right, because I was on the questions.
Whoa, you two? Then it's probably the right answer. Boy, I can't wait for our grades to be posted out in the hall where everyone can see them. Jeez.
Hey, did you hear? A TV station's filming here in town. They're probably just doing more stuff about hanging corpses case. No, it's not that. You know the highway nearby? They're gonna cover those biker gangs that hang around there. A friend of mine goes to the biker meetings sometimes. I heard it from him. Dude, what are you doing hanging out with a guy in a biker gang? Well, anyways, what do you think about tomorrow's group blind date? We were gonna meet outside, but it's gonna rain soon, right? Won't it be better to play it safe tomorrow, too? So the news crew are in town again, and usually when the news crew are in town, we usually figure out the next victim, based on Yukiko, Saki, and the announcer that went missing for the first one. So definitely we might be seeing our next chapter literally in the next couple days in the game. That's good. Well, it's bad in a way, but it's still good because I would like to see what the next dungeon is.
Biker gang? Oh yeah, they raise ruckus from time to time. I guess your place is too far away to hear them.
We live right by the road. The noise can drive you insane.
I hear some guys at school are part of it too.
Yeah, I know there are some rumors about a first-year student who's a total hellraiser. One of the guys working at Junis said the dude's been a legend ever since middle school. Although, was he in a biker gang?
Did you say he was a legend? It's not what you think, Yukiko.
Wonder what she's thinking about it. Today was the final day of midterms. You have no choice but to wait for another rainy night. And let's see if we got anything we can do. Looks like we do have some things. Okay, I see Yosuke on the board, so I'm saying we should probably go see Yosuke. Because we might be able to get his version of follow-up, which would definitely be something we should do. Where would he be, though? Here he is, sitting right next to the library. Hello.
Yo, Spooks. Did you know that you can go fishing at Samagawa? What kind of fish would you get from a place? It's kind of creepy if you ask me. Just thinking about it gives me the gibbles.
Giblies.
If you catch any, don't feed them to me, alright?
Honestly, because I remembered, let's check if this girl brought up anything.
Midterms are over, huh? What am I gonna do now? My excuse to go to the library is gone. If I keep going in there without a reason, people will probably think I'm a weirdo.
Okay then. Weird. Well, I guess nothing else for her quest going on there. I don't know how to progress that. But it did change though, so the fox's request is for her, I would think. But I'm not too sure. I'm gonna try and figure that out in between episodes though. But let's continue with Yosuke though.
Yo, Spooks, you're free, wanna go somewhere?
Yosuke wants to go somewhere. Since you have the Ormos, a persona of the Magician Arcana, you feel like you could become closer. You feel your relationship with Yosuke is going to become closer soon. Will you spend time with, Yosuke? Yeah, sure, let's definitely do it.
Alright, let's go then.
Yosuke looks happy. Well, let's do this, Yosuke. Let's get your rank 3 for your social link. And we're at the movie theaters. Hey, look, it's Persona 3 on the cinema. That's actually pretty cool. The poster, or not poster, the calendar in the room for you/Spooks, is actually a Persona 3 poster. And also, I think there's a Persona 2 poster on the, right next to the escalator. The little poster right next to the escalator, I think that's a Persona 2 one, or Persona 1, just because I noticed the art, and I think that's the art on the front of the, second game, if I'm remembering correctly. I've seen it once or twice, but it looks like Persona 3 is a movie in this world. That's kind of funny. Okina City, in front of the Okina Station. Yosuke brought you all the way here. Well, what do you want to do, Yosuke?
It's been a while since I breathed this kind of air. You know, I'm just a poor little city boy, drawn into that urban scent. Wait a minute. Am I starting to sound like Teddy?
He's sounding just like you. He's sounding like you too. Teddy's cute. You're looking hairier. That's actually a funny one. I want to go with this one. Even though it's the most efficient one, this is actually probably something I'd say. You're looking hairier. Yeah, you are.
Now that you mention it, the foam in the facial soap this morning had, hey, you're making me scare myself.
Yosuke is smiling.
Well, that aside, what should we...
Oh, you got a call on his phone.
Oh, a text message.
What's going on with your phone? Wonder if it's probably the same people on it that was calling him earlier at the, during the thunderstorm, but it doesn't seem like it.
More spam.
Spam? You getting spam calls?
Looks like someone got my address. I get a lot of spam.
Why don't you block them? Why not change addresses? What can you do? Yeah, why don't you block them? Yeah, you can definitely put them on a do not call list. Although, they always call you again anyways.
Even when I do, they change domains. So there's no point. And I don't want to change my address.
Yosuke is sighing.
I haven't changed the addresses since before we moved it to Inaba. I mean, I might get a text from someone. It's hard to call, you know. If I call people just to tell them my number changed, they get annoyed. And some of them never plan to text me anyways.
That's kind of unfortunate.
But hey, don't look at me like I don't have any friends.
Yeah, you got me.
Though to tell you the truth, I don't remember what we all used to talk about. Can't really call them friends. Inaba suits me just fine. Plus, I ain't got something I need to do there. I'm counting on you, partner.
You can sense Yosuke's enthusiasm. You feel you understand Yosuke a bit more. I definitely think I do, honestly. And there we go, rank 3 for Yosuke. So let's see if it's going to be the same thing as Chie, because then we can kind of like figure out what we actually get per rank up for the main characters. Yosuke Hanamura's social link has reached level 3. Your power to create personas of the Magician Arcana has grown as well. Yosuke's determination in battle has been enhanced. Yosuke can now perform a follow-up attack during battle, and it is the same, so it is for sure. So whenever they rank, they'll get the same kind of, upgrade, basically. So level 2 is always going to be an ability, and level, I'm going to say every odd is going to be maybe something they can do. Like, the first one's going to be where they can pick someone up, which we know, and then the third one is going to be follow-up. So 5th should probably be something like, if you don't knock them down, maybe they can join in and then do a crit attack or something like that. Kind of like in Persona 5. I don't know if that's in the other games or not, like this one for instance. But, honestly, I can dream. That would be a cool ability to get. Well, let's see.
Well, with that in mind, should we head back? It'd suck if something happened back, there while we were over here. Alright, let's head back home. Well, let's get everyone a souvenir, then go home.
True. Yeah, let's get a souvenir for everybody. We return to Inaba with Yosuke in a hurry. And I guess we don't get to know what kind of, thing we got them. Well, here we go.
Hey, welcome back.
I went shopping today. The fridge is full of food.
Hey, can I have a word with you? You go to Junis a lot.
Very often.
Then Adachi keeps vanishing every now and again. I figure he's probably slacking off around Junis whenever he does. You see him hanging around when you're at Junis? He's probably goofing around. So if you see Adachi at Junis, tell him off for me, okay?
You remember that you've seen Adachi in the food court before. The next time you go to Junis, you should be on the lookout for Adachi. Okay, we can definitely look for him. Yeah, we saw him once before, so yeah, we should definitely keep a lookout for him. And it looks like we can get one more conversation. I think this will be the last thing we do for today. But honestly, I've had a lot of fun. Also, I've just started editing the videos for this series. I've only done the first episode so far, but I hope you guys like some of the stuff I've done. I went out on my way to learn how to make the outro. The outro is actually specifically made for this series, so I hope you like that. I might end up keeping that, because it's actually pretty cool, in my opinion. I might end up using it for other series, but I might change up what's on the TVs. But honestly, I don't know what I want to do with it yet. So honestly, it's pretty cool though. I learned a little tutorial for After Effects, for Adobe After Effects, since I gotta have it for school anyways. So I learned a tutorial to how to do that, and got that all made up for you guys. And then, of course, I made the new like and subscribe thing that pops up at the beginning of the episodes, but that's normal, I usually do that anyways. But honestly, I had a lot of fun making, editing the first video, and honestly, it was pretty fun, although I did notice there was some hiccups in the first episode, for sure, which I already knew there was going to be, because usually when we start a series, there's usually a couple, because I'm honestly not sure what to say in the first episode of a series, because it's my first time usually playing that game, so I kind of have to learn the ropes and kind of understand what's going on. But now that I kind of understand what's going on, I can kind of make do with what I'm doing, and now I know what to do and what to say and what to honestly do with the series. So it's not as hard as the first episode was, because I didn't even know if I wanted to keep the voices on or not, or what I wanted to do. But now we know what we're doing, and we know where we're going with the series. So honestly, I'm actually pretty confident with what we're doing, honestly, and I'm actually having a lot of fun. But let's see what Dojomo's got to say.
Hey Spooks, how's it going? Well, maybe that wasn't the right line.
Dojima is struggling to find the right words.
I don't consider myself an old man yet, but when it comes to high schoolers, I don't know what to talk about.
Dojima looks perplexed. However, with your current level expression, you're able to talk to him. You feel like your relationship with Dojima is going to become closer soon. Will you spend some time with Dojima? Sure, yeah, definitely.
You're that bored? Well, have a seat.
Dojima sighs, but he looks a bit happy. Cool. And it looks like we had to get the expression rank up in order to actually talk to him. So we ended up getting the second rank for Dojima pretty early. Cool, I'll take it.
So what have you been doing after school?
Let's see here. Well, we have been working, but not very often. Usually it's, at nighttime when we're doing our working stuff. Cause, let's see here. I'm rank 2 in knowledge, I'm rank 2 in diligence, and then I'm rank 2 in expression. But other than that, I don't have any courage increases or kindness increases yet. Those are the only 2 I don't have yet, so hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to increase the kindness a bit more. It looks like Ayane gives you that, but other than that, I don't know where else to get it. But I do know how to get courage. It's by eating the food in the fridge, and it's usually expired, and that's why you get your courage to increase, because you're eating expired food, and then you usually get sick after eating it. So, yeah, definitely know how to get it, I just haven't went out of my way to get it, is the thing. But let's say working, since it's the most efficient here, so working. Yeah, we've been working quite a bit. We work as a daycare instructor, and we also work as an envelope folder and a translator. Honestly, we got a couple of different jobs, honestly.
Oh, really? You're pretty responsible for your age.
Dojima is impressed.
Whoops, that is turning into an interrogation, isn't it? But it's not as if we have much in common, except for the murders.
Tell me about yourself. Do you still suspect me? Not good at talking. Tell me about yourself, yeah. Tell me what you do, Dojima. What do you do for fun?
About me. You're interested in strange things.
Dojima shrugs.
I'm just what it seems. I'm a simple country detective living with my daughter. There's nothing about that to interest a high school kid.
Okay.
But you know it really is good to have you around the house. I didn't think Nanako would be so happy. Well, I'm already tired of hearing Big Bro this and Big Bro that. You're more like a very young brother to me than the son.
That's stretching it, or should I call you Big Bro? Well, he said he's already getting kind of sick of hearing Big Bro, so honestly, I guess we just go with that stretching it. That's stretching it a bit. Yeah, it is. You're much older than me, so honestly, it makes more sense.
What? You're saying you can see the years I'm on my face? What a punk, treating a regular guy like an old man.
Dojima is laughing cheerfully. At least he liked it, honestly. At least he's smiling. Usually he's pretty angry looking. His main portrait is angry when it comes to the actual model on his character, so it's nice seeing him actually smiling.
I think it's been a while since I've laughed this much.
You were able to talk frankly with Dojima. You feel your relationship with Dojima has grown deeper. And with that, it's rank 2 for Dojima. And that means we're getting really close to maybe getting something, I don't know. I was actually hoping we'd actually get something from our rank ups. Rank 2 for the Hierophants. Ryutaro Dojima's social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Hierophant Arcana has grown as well.
Alright. I have to finish processing some data from work. Don't hit the sack too late, you hear?
Okay.
Night.
Night, Dojima. See you later. You said goodnight to Dojima and went to your room. Don't know if we get anything, so let's see here. I was gonna end it here, so let's just make sure classes have ended for today. You have no choice but to wait for another rainy night. You recall taking your part-time job and daycare center. You can also get there from the bus stop at the shopping district. Okay, so we actually got a easy way to end today's episode since 5:13's already started and there was nothing in between, so we actually have a good place to start next episode. So with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. And in the next one, we're 100, and I mean 100% getting into the main story again. So we're more than likely going to be seeing the next person that's on the chopping block, and maybe getting into the next dungeon. You never know, but we're at least going to see the beginning of the next story. So with that, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.